Hello, beautiful people. Yes, she is back. And for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Lugg, and I am the president, founder, spiritual advisor, success life coach, and tarot reader of One Love and Light Center located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful Zen. So in other words, I love to tell people to think of us as your elevator operators to elevated consciousness. Yeah. And we do it in a myriad of ways. We do this through the practice of yoga, guided meditation, Reiki healing sessions. Yes, I'm a Reiki master. And the reason we are here today, tarot and oracle cards. Okay, so beautiful people, I am so excited. Why? Because right now, today, I'm doing this reading on the 27th of October. Now, on the 25th, which was Tuesday, I was in transit. I was flying back from home after taking care of my mommy. And so I couldn't do this on this particular day. But on Tuesday, the 25th, we experienced a wonderful phenomena. Okay, it happens all the time, but it's just a particular day. So this particular day, we actually had a solar eclipse as well as a lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio come through. And so eclipses are a little bit more exciting and more dynamic as far as energy wise when it comes to this full moon and new moon energy. Now, keep in mind, new moon energy is always the beginning of our cycle. So it's always about new ideas, new concepts, new things, new actions, new inspirations, just newness all around. All right. And so this whole thing, like I said, is think of it as being like on steroids, okay? The energy, the lunar energy, as well as being on steroids times 10. And eclipses, again, they bring more drastic and erratic change, okay? So if you're noticing anything like sporadically happen, that's just like, what in the world is going on? This is why. This is why. So I needed time to reset, get back home, get my life, get my situation situated in order for me to do this reading. But again, as always, always remember that we are 3 days prior and 3 days afterwards. But also understand this, even though the cycle is the energy is still here and is always continuing. So no matter what's going on, we are in the flow, beautiful people. Always remember that we are in the flow. And so today's reading is how we can best harness as a collective the best way to harness this wonderful new moon eclipse energy in Scorpio. So now I'm going to do something a little different than I haven't done before. I'm going to start with some background information about this wonderful sign of Scorpio. So not only is my mother a Scorpio, I am surrounded by Scorpio energy. I have a mother-in-law, a father-in-law with Scorpio energy. So it's been an amazing childhood growing up, and as well as even now with my extended family of in-laws. So, but one thing about Scorpio, I want you to know, Scorpio is governed, or should I say, is associated with the 8th house. Now, the 8th house is known as the house of mysteries, secrets, hidden spiritual awakenings, also things of taboo, okay? So things that we really don't talk about in public to everyone, those kinds of things like debt, loans, sex, okay, anything that is considered, again, taboo, this is in the 8th house, all right? The dark, the secrets, the mysteries, all right? And so it's also associated with obsessions, all right? So keep this in mind as I go through this reading. I have 9 decks on deck, and baby, okay, it's on and popping. But one thing also I want you to know about Scorpio energy, it's ruled by the planet of modern times, it's ruled by the planet of Pluto, but it's also anciently is associated with the planet of Mars. And so Mars being the aggressor, the very passionate energy, that goes along with Scorpio energy. So if you know some Scorpios, you probably understand that when they feel threatened, they attack and you're going to get their stinger. And it might be in some words or some actions, but one thing is for sure, you're going to feel something. So, but it's associated with that kind of passionate energy. It is a water sign, very intuitive. And know this, it's also a fixed sign. So when you have a Scorpio or even a Scorpio friend, they will be your friends for life until they feel like they've been done wrong in some way. And then, baby, you don't want to be on that list. You got fired on your day off, okay? But it's still wonderful, intuitive energies, and very fun-loving people or whatever, but, very outgoing personalities. A lot of them are, in general, a lot of them have been known to be very fun-loving, outgoing, like I said, personalities. But these people understand that the sun sign of Scorpio or Scorpio risings, yeah, very potent energies and things like that. And that is what we are surrounded with right now. Pluto is the planet of transformations, death, rebirths, all right? Drastic change, as well as that Mars energy, like I said, passionate. So this will be the cycle, being that it is an eclipse season. You will notice a lot of transformation for yourself or for your friends or for your family. There'll be a lot of drastic changes in the flow of what you believe in and how you think and what you do. And so this is the energy to work with it. Again, it's new moon, new beginnings. So please embrace it. But without further ado, this message is for you, my collective, on how we can best harness and be aware of what's going on during this new moon in new moon eclipse in Scorpio. All right, so let's go. First things first. Okay, so check this out. I thought this was pretty dope. We always begin with the tarot. We have Queen of Wands, and underneath the deck, Queen of Swords. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now let me explain why. Not only did we get two queens, we got two court cards, okay? Two court cards, two queens. Now, queen energy, again, very potent, court, royalty. And know this, that queens exude more of internal receptive energy, okay? So let's start with our first queen, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands represent that fire energy. So it's not a coincidence that we're talking about, again, Mars. Remember, we said that there, again, is traditionally associated, ancient traditionally, with the planet of Mars. Well, guess what? This would be Mars all the way with that fire energy. And the Queen of Wands is all about inspiration, newness of inspiration, receptivity. Look, she even has her cat. Okay, so creativity. Look at the colors of red and orange and yellow. She shapes and utilizes the energy of our first three chakras, our base, our sacral, and then our solar plexus energy. All that comes with our manifestation, our sexual energy, our groundedness, our practicality, how we feel safe and secure. Girlfriend is all about illumination. She is all about, again, like fire, creative, let's go. All right. She's our passion and energy. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords is a different kind of swords. Now, Queen of Swords is associated with air energy. So air energy is all about, if you remember, all about mental stimulation, communication, mental thought, fairness, truth. Okay, in things, speaking truth, knowing truth, seeking truth, all right, being the messenger. That's why most of the time you will see birds, some kind of birds associated with sword energy, okay? And so, beautiful people, what does this tell me? At the end of the day, we need to, in harnessing in this eclipse energy, we need to harness both these queens, all right? So, new moon, remember, new ideas, new creativity, new inspirations, just be aware that there is just new energy around us to start new projects, new contracts, new relationships, just newness of anything that spouts your creativity or just inspiration in detail, okay? As well as your communication skills. This is the time to speak what? Truth. That's what's hollering at me, truth. truth, truth, truth. It's time to get real. It is time to harness. Now, Queen of Swords is also known as the Ice Queen. And the reason being is because she's direct. She delivers her messages with clarity, with logic. It's not a lot of emotional involvement in it, okay? She's just going straight in. There's a connectedness in her words, and she's very strategic. So, but again, what she's about is facts and truth, so she could deliver it. And that's why she's always been known as the Ice Queen. But know this, there's always, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And so I always, being a Gemini, am associated with this Ice Queen, but that's okay. Because one thing that I do believe in, I can accept that I am the seer and speaker of truths. I don't like the whole thing of beating around the bush and all this other stuff. There is a clarity that you get between two people when you speak your truth. And you will find that, or I have found that in a lot of my conversations, when I go more of the direct approach and soften it in the delivery, which is what I do every day here when I'm delivering tarot, that you find better results in things. But the first things you have to understand is there's always truth that needs to be delivered. And it starts with self first. You got to be able to speak your truth if you want others to understand where you're coming from without any misunderstandings. All right. So I'm breaking this down because we got more. Moving on. We also have number one, awareness. Number one, awareness. And underneath the deck, we have five financial and material changes. All right. So this is really good. Why? I remember I was talking about drastic change that happens with eclipse seasons. Well, this is the Magician card. In tarot, this will be considered the Magician card, ruled by what? Mercury, which is also what? Air energy. All right. And so with this, an awareness, the first thing about the Magician card is this. The magician has all the tools that he or she ever needs to make what? Magic happens. Everything that's been taught, everything that's been gone through, every lesson learned, every experience helps to build character, helps you to define how to handle any situation, because you can reflect back to a past situation in comparison and know how to direct your energy in a more positive, more effective way. And so the magician creates his dreams, he or she's dreams, into reality. The magician crafts what he or she wants. The magic is made in the mental, the emotional, and when it comes together, that's where the magic happens. But it all begins with the awareness that I have all the tools I need to get through anything. And right now in this eclipse sign, in this eclipse season, because we have another one coming up, we have a full moon in eclipse, and that's happening in Taurus. But in this eclipse season, this is where we need to, it's not even I think, this is I know season. And we have to harness that kind of energy. Why? Because again, drastic change, financial and material changes. So again, with this new moon energy, there could be a lot of financial and material changes, meaning monies that were accounted for this whole entire year could, be abrupt in stopping or slowing down, or a bill needed to be paid, something happening, and now this money is being delegated someplace else, but you used to have it coming in and was storing it, but now this money has to go someplace else. Material changes. I need to move now. Where I was staying is not as safe as I wanted it to be. And now things have changed, or I can't be with this person. So I need to make some drastic changes. And so with this, it's ebbs and flows of life. And this is what we know. But how we deal with the change is what makes us the what? Magician. Because we can be, oh, po is me, or as I've often said to anybody, you have a choice. We could focus on the problem, or let's focus on the solution. It always begins with a perception and how we perceive what we're going through. There's an awareness If we can pinpoint what the issue is, let's take some time and energy to focus on these solutions. This one problem probably has 3 solutions if we take the time out to calm our minds, get centered, and then focus on that. It's a way of keeping the flow. Okay. And so again, the aha moments of Pluto, this aha moment of Scorpio will definitely be a way of either exercising these ways and tactics of how we get to adapt, or it's going to be a true test of, do you fold under pressure? And beautiful people, we are spiritual beings having human experiences. We can't fold, man. Well, you could if you want to, but I'm putting out the energy. No, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not when you know there are choices. Come through. Moving on. Moving on. And guess what? Eighth house showed up and showed out. Sure did. And what did I say? I was mentioning how Scorpio is associated with the 8th house. Obsessions can be beautiful. Yes, obsessions can be beautiful. Just make sure they're healthy ones, beautiful people. Bring balance to your mind, body, and emotions. Obsessions can be beautiful. Just make sure they're healthy ones. Bring balance to your mind, body, and emotions. And underneath the deck, come through. Air, prick up your ears. Surprising or important news is on its way to you. Prick up your ears. Surprising or important news is on its way to you. So here we go again with some more air energy and the Scorpio energy. Remember, I was mentioning how they're known as the obsessors. So obsessions can be a good thing. Again, it goes back to perception. Some people are very obsessive about their health. Some people are obsessive about their finances, but always remember this. We are always ready to what? Live a more harmonious, balanced life. There is a balance to all things. And there's nothing wrong with being conscientious about your health or your finances or your family. There's nothing wrong with that. Please, please, please find the balance. Exercise the balance. Know the balance. If you don't get anything else from this reading today, please understand it's about a knowing. It's about a knowing, awareness and a knowing in this reading, okay? Come through. Oh, and yes, surprising or important news is on its way to you. So beautiful people, be aware. Be aware for the good news, the surprising news, the important news, all right? All right, come through. Let me see. Now, let's go to, do I want to do these? Let me see. Flow with these. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm just going to go down here. I got a lot of cards. It's all good, though. Okay, and up next, we have, these are my Zodiac Intuit Oracle cards. I love, these are the new ones, part of the new ones, too. And I'm so enjoying these cards. But this one is 9. It's a yes or no card, and the answer is unlikely. At this time, the situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. At this time, the situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. Now, hold up. I got something for y'all on this one. The next one up was also blinders, number 8, with the sign of Libra. The sign of Libra, 8, blinders, victim mentality, confusion, tunnel vision, resist clarity, confirmation bias, restrictions, narrow focus, echo chamber, denial, oblivious, out of touch, hyper focus, concentration. Now hold up, wait a minute. And underneath the deck, we have what? Number 8 again. Number 8 again. This one is shooting star. Shooting star. Quick action. Hold on, let me see if I can get a wish granted. Rare, failing, moment in time, luck, dynamic, incandescent, dazzled, sudden, short-lived, passionate, passing through, enterprising, brilliant. So, and this is also ruled by, who is this ruled by? Aries. Aries. So there's that Aries energy, that Mars energy. So we have Libra, which is air. Libra, which is air. And here we go again with this Mars Aries fire energy, okay? And so what I'm seeing, because we haven't even gone through the rest of the cards, is there something we need to tell the truth about? This is going back to air energy. Remember, I was talking about air energy, and it's always about communication and truth. I'm feeling, and Spirit is telling me it's about truth time for real. Some of us still haven't gotten the grasp of how important it is to understand the necessity for truth. It's truth for self, and it's truth for the next person, the partner, for your family, for your friends. When we are out here living a lie, exposing a lie, and we're just caught in a lie, it's not healthy, for the simple fact that now you have to continuously live a lie just to maintain a lie. And that's not what we're about. Remember, elevated consciousness, beautiful people. And there's a liberation that happens when we don't have to have a falsehood about who we are, whose we are, who we need to be real with. People can appreciate the authenticity of you. And the first time that we can really accept that and believe that, there is a freedom that and a connection that comes with universe when you can accept you for who you are. You don't have to put on a front for anybody, beautiful people. You don't. And that goes with your thinking and your beliefs. If something has changed from where you evolved from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, hell, last week, then acknowledge that. You don't have to make excuses for it. What you believed last week is different from what you believe this week, but accept it in truth so you can move forward in your journey, whether it's a spiritual journey or just a living journey, an existing journey. Truth is a foundation for anything. Let me tell you something, and any construction worker would tell you, when you got a fucked up foundation, you can't build anything on it. It is determined to fall down. It is a crash and burn. It's going to destroy itself. It's built on faulty foundation. And lie after lie after lie after lie is only going to what? Beget more lies. So at some point, we need to start fresh and anew anyway. And this wonderful experience that we're having of opportunities in Scorpio season, there is no better time than now. Remember, the death of old to usher in the new, the rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes. If you've lived a lie from something else that happened back in the day, today is a new day to start fresh and anew. Now, whether or not you decide to go back and tell those other people what you lied about, that is on you. That is your personal decision. Or you just start living in your truth now, and from this point on. Make an oath to yourself to see the truth, to understand the truth, to speak your truth. And I promise you, there is a freedom, a liberation. And those who know you in your heart, they will be the ones who stick around. And those who cannot accept, let them heal. Because you can't fault them. Even if you gave them a false facade, you cannot fault people for that. But beautiful people, do yourself a favor. Live your best life in your truth. Moving on. Oh, so yes, I said all of that to say, unlikely at this time, if you've been lying to yourself about a particular situation or outcome, hold up, wait a minute. It's unlikely to occur, okay? It's unlikely to occur. Why? We have blinders on. And again, it goes back to why it's important to tell the truth. We are resisting clarity. We have confusion. We have tunnel vision because it's a facade. Wake up, beautiful people, and stay in your truth. Why? Because at the end of the day, when we can accept that, then we can go ahead and concentrate and get into that quick action. We can get into that moment of finding some peace, some clarity, some luck. We can start moving in the right direction, using that Mars energy that we're harnessing right now to get into some deep action, to make that wish and live that wish into a dream. Remember, you're the magician. Now, I find this interesting. These are my Moonology cards. Nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, Moon. And underneath the deck, what do we have? Show the world the real you, full moon and Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Beautiful people, I don't know who out here in La La Land. I don't know. It's not my story to tell, but this is what I'm here to do. Deliver the messages that are downloaded to me through my gifts to deliver to you. Nothing will come of this situation. If you're living in a falsehood, if you're living in a lie, we're just going to be blunt and say a lie. This is the time. This is the time. It's nothing will come from this situation. It's time to take a pause. It's time to do a reset. Is it worth it? Is it really worth the time? And hold on. I think oh, my candle went out. Okay. Oh, is that my candle? Okay, yeah, my candle went out. It's all good. I was like, whoo, I see smoke. I'm like, okay, spirit telling me something else here. But no, if we are living a lie, if we're telling lies, it is time to come clean. Nothing will come of this situation. All right. So take a pause before we continue with the lies, because it's not worth it. It's not worth the time, the energy, the guilt, the outcome that can happen from it. Okay, seriously, moving on. Moving on from that, because you really want to be able to show the world the real you, to be your authentic self. For a long time, I had kind of dampened my spirit because I was told that I was extra or too much personality, too much. I could be overwhelming. And so I was going through a depression for myself. And so I kind of dimmed my light. Ain't no kind about it. I dimmed my light. Let me tell some truth. I dimmed my light, and it made me the most unhappy person I had ever experienced and was. And to this day, I had to forgive me, her, that sad person, to awaken and come back to the light that I was used to sharing. And at this point, if I'm extra, damn it, then I'm extra. Either you're in this light or you're not, and that's okay too. Everybody can't take me. Maybe it's not for everyone to take me, and that's okay. The ones who accept me for who I am, who love on me, and who finds my sense of personality to be entertaining, I welcome them. If they enjoy my energy that I'm giving them to feel good and be receptive, I love it. I love it. And that is the kind of honesty I had to have with myself. That is the kind of truth I had to have with myself. I had to have a talk with self and understand the power of showing the real me. And so, beautiful people, you are getting the real me. And so I have the capacity to walk in a room and take energy, but I'm also giving energy. And for those who I'm too much for, that's okay. That's okay. But I need you to understand I made peace with that a long time ago. And you can do the same. You just have to start. If you have not, this is the perfect time to start in this eclipse season. Come through with the transformation. Go ahead, go into your cocoon so you can transform into a beautiful butterfly. Or again, out of the ashes rises a beautiful phoenix. All right, I'm moving on. We also have in the life coaching cards, we have 44 synchronicities. Synchronicities, allow the magic. Here we go with the magician. Allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. Well, here we go with some newness. All right. Allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you into a new direction. We also have 37, fear. Fear. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward. Let me see if I can get that closer. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. And lastly, underneath the deck, parting ways, 58, parting ways. It may be time to move on from this person or situation. So here we go again. And this is getting more and more blunt. So it's not even about just a lie. A lot of us are what? Are fearful, feeling fear. And if your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life you deserve, it's time to have that aha talk and awakening with yourself so that you can make a different decision. If you have been noticing the synchronicity of signs, 444, what time is it? It's 5:37 on my time, but even if it's 222, 444, your birthday, whatever is going on that you see, numbers that you see and you connect with, your angel numbers. They're beautiful people. I need you to take, hold on. They're beautiful people. I need you to take the time to be aware, to be aware and understanding, even with this 444. Okay, that's probably why I said 444. But the fact of the matter is, notice the synchronicities of if you see something or you're thinking of a person and all of a sudden you see them on the street, there is no coincidence. There's power in what you see and what you do and what you say and what you believe. So beautiful people, you have to be aware and awaken to the powers that you have. But again, it goes with truth, understanding, knowing your power, your authentic power. And it can't be in fear. Two energies cannot occupy the same space. One is going to dominate. Sooner or later, one is going to dominate. So either you have faith or you have fear. Two F's, faith or fear. I have to walk in faith. I have to, in order to push fear out of the way. I'm not saying that there are times that I become fearful, but then I have to go into my mind. I have to go into the logic that I have and realize, am I creating a situation that doesn't even exist? I've created a storyline that has not even exist with the worst storyline ever, and it hasn't even happened. And then my logic comes back through to say, girl, if you don't sit your ass down and calm your nerves, okay? But that's fear tripping. And I have to really go and put myself in check and say, no, you walk in faith. And so if there's something that I'm looking forward to, or then I step out on faith, knowing that I'm creating a situation and what what I'm creating is going to be beneficial for me, or the experience is going to be beneficial for me. Whatever the case may be, understand the power that you have, beautiful people, and understand with that same power, 58 parting ways, it is time. It is time to move on from this personal situation. Are you fearing a person? Beautiful people, if you are in a relationship with a person that you fear, I'm just going to be honest. It's truth time. That's not healthy. It's not healthy. Going back to obsessions can be beautiful, but just make sure they're healthy ones. Bring balance to your mind, body, and emotions. If you have a person that you are fearful of, that is not healthy, beautiful people. And I will make the suggestion to you to do whatever it takes that is of a legal standing or to protect your safety. Do what you have to do that is lawfully allowed to do what you need to do. Does it require you to move out? Does that require you to have to go stay with someone else? If it's a temporary situation, to find and save yourself and the lives of yourself or others, whether it's children involved or even your mental or physical state, even your emotional state, please protect yourself at all costs. If someone is not treating you right, tell the truth to yourself first. It ain't about telling it to another person. First things first is, hell, you got to accept it for what it is. And if that means you have to walk away from that person, beautiful people, find the most safest way that you can do so that doesn't endanger you or anyone else. But tell the truth that it's time to step away from this person or this situation. Is it a business dealing? It doesn't even have to be a person that you're living with. Is it a business dealing? Sometimes, a lot of times, it can also be family. Is that person you're talking to or living with family members that are toxic and are feeding you toxic information or constantly lying to you? They're beautiful people. Tell the truth. It's time for changes. This is the transformation phase, beautiful people. So I'm serious. Tell the truth to yourself first before you have to say it out loud to someone else. It's you who have to embody it and accept it for what it is. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a negative person. It doesn't make you a stupid person. Sometimes, again, we create these narratives that don't even exist. It's just speaking real truth. Message for someone who needed to hear that right now in this moment. And my heart cries out for you, and I'm sending you loving energy to embrace that you are a warrior inside, male or female, whomever you are. You have a warrior spirit inside. Wake him or her up and do what you need to do for a better you. Come through. Dang, did I rhyme? I'm always doing that. But that's all right. It's the air energy in me. Moving on. All right. All right. See, everything happens for a reason. Because the next card is what? Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Love and let yourself be loved. Also, you have mountains. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. And underneath the deck of my angels and ancestors deck, unleash the wild within. She wolf. Unleash the wild within. Great. Okay. Let's start with this one. So that means parting ways. Parting ways. You're not in it to, because you have to move on from a person or a situation. You're not doing it to hurt them. You're doing it to save yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with them. First and foremost is self-preservation. You are no good to anyone if you are hurting from inside, inward, or outward. How can you help someone if you cannot help yourself? So you have to learn. If you're having a hard time to understand, you have to tell the truth. It's time to love and let yourself be loved. Let yourself be loved by yourself. Sometimes, again, I had to go through that too. Do I love myself? And if I don't, why not? Got to tell some truth. Got to tell some hard, cold-blooded truth. And it's not pretty. I had to write it out. I had to say it out loud. I had to talk to myself in the mirror. I had to do whatever it took to get myself back in balance. And beautiful people, I am encouraging you to do the same. You are a loving person. And if you've forgotten how to do it, it's time to relearn and reprogram yourself to love yourself so you have more love to give outwardly. That's your kids, that's your other family members, whomever. But first, it's you. Love yourself and be loved. Come through, protect that. And again, stand your ground. You must stand your ground. Mountains are strong, they really are, but people don't even know what's going on underneath. And believe it or not, there's nothing but gravel, ground, rock, and everything sediment that's underneath it that's holding these mountains up. They're rooted, they're grounded, they're a part of this earth. And that's what's underneath those who need the additional help. You are stronger. You are stronger than what you probably perceive yourself to be. A lot of times we question whether or not, am I strong enough? Can I do this and can I do that? And again, we'll create a narrative. No, I'm not. No, I'm not smart enough. No, I'm not. Stop it. Stop it. Faith or fear. But you got to choose one or the other and walk into. But I'm encouraging you to walk in faith. Faith. Truth and faith, beautiful people. You're strong. Stand your ground. You can do it. And again, underneath the deck, she wolf. Whether this is a male or a female who's receiving this message right now, and unleash the wild within. Animals have an instinct behavior to know when they're in danger or not. When it's time to feed, when it's time to switch locations, when it's just time to mate, whatever. It's an animal instinct. And guess what? All of us have an animal spirit within us to know when it's time to make some changes. And when it's time to accept the wild within. I had to accept the wild within me so that I can go courageously out here in this world to express the wild in me. Yes, I'm considered a wild child. Yes, I'm considered to have a big personality, and that's okay. That's all right. It suits me well. It's helped me in wonderful, beautiful opportunities. I was just on CNBC last night, premiering on American Greed as whom? Jennifer Lewis. I was portrayed as Jennifer, then giving and retelling her story as Jennifer Lewis. My wild personality helped me to get that as well. My look, and then, hey, out here talking and what? Oh, yeah. So know this, that trait that you might think is too much or too out there might be your meal ticket to your next best opportunity. But you won't know unless you explore it. So beautiful people, explore it. Show your true you. Show that beautiful spirit of yours. Share it with the world. Shine your light. Okay, moving on. I took out some light worker cards. Okay, so I brought out my light worker cards, and this is what came up. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Again, we're in that new moon eclipse of drastic change. Drastic change. So what you thought you should be doing might have changed to something else. What is your soul calling you to do? You used to be a baker for 15 years. Now all of a sudden you want to be a seamstress. Okay. You like creating designs and doing things. Maybe that's time for you to try something else. Take some courses, or on your downtime in between of cooking and baking, you decide to come back with some sketches and you decide to design a couple of outfits for yourself and for your friend. Either way it goes, don't ignore it. If your soul is telling you it's time to do something different, go for it, explore it. Try it out, but be strategic with it. I'm not telling you to quit your job and all this other stuff, your 9 to 5, which is giving you money. There's ways to explore what your soul is nudging you to do, to see if it's for you. But just be willing to be open and trust in the truth that it's time to express it. Try it out. And underneath the deck, we have Akasha. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. If your soul is nudging you, know that if you're a spiritual person like us, or like me, like them like-minded individuals that you hopefully are hanging around, understand that it's time to listen to that divine guidance. It's time to listen to your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, divine one, source, universe. If the synchronicities are all around you, in front of you, with the messages, with the numbers, with the signs, with the creatures, with the animals, then pay attention and listen and do it. Let yourself be guided. Surrender. Surrender to the new ideas, the new creation, the new thought. You never know where it's going to lead you. But you first have to be open to the adventure. That's the first step. Acknowledge the truth of it. Moving on. And the last of the decks are the self-care cards for this new moon eclipse season, all right? So first one up, we have 37, music. Music is a powerful mode in changing our emotional side. It can be uplifting. It can help to soothe and calm us. Music has a very transformative way of messing with our spirit, our souls. It does. So please, beautiful people, use it. Use it. If you find yourself to be in a space of sadness or hopelessness, then listen to some music, inspirational music, to help soothe your soul, so that you can see and harness your warrior spirit, that you can get into that creative, courageous energy that I know you have within to make that next move, beautiful people. Music. It soothes the savage beast. Okay? Use it. You also have 11, that was 37. This is 11, connect with crystals. I love, man, I'm wearing my red jasper. Why? It's great for grounding. I keep crystals. I'm always telling you guys, man, hey, I love my crystals. I got my blue kyanite. I got my hematite. I got angel quartz. I have so many crystals, but the reason being is because I love using crystals. I love when I'm doing Reiki sessions, I place crystals underneath people depending on what their situation is. I love to use crystals when I'm meditating or doing Reiki sessions on myself. I love crystals when I'm doing spiritual baths and I surround myself with them and I place them in the bathtub. Depends on which crystal is allowed to be in the water. But either way it goes, I keep crystals underneath my bed. I keep crystals next to me. I sleep with crystals underneath my my pillows. My husband teases me and say I got a pocket full of stones, but that's okay. That's an old, old rap song. But it doesn't matter. It soothes me. And if you are open and willing, or you already use crystals, continue to use crystals. Use this energy to place them outside if you can in a safe environment, to let it go ahead and get some of this moon energy. Do what you need to do. Use it to rub it, use it to wear it, do what you need to do it. Or sometimes I wear a necklace. And it reminds me of time of, depending on which crystal I'm activating and using, it helps to keep me grounded. Connect with crystals. If you're not familiar with it, go to a crystal shop. Do some research. You can go to a crystal shop and just look around. And if a crystal calls out to you, because it happened to me, if it calls out to you, you say, I must have this crystal, then take it. At that point, well, don't take it, but buy it. I got to be truthful with my words and clear with my words. and do the research while you're there. Ask the person, the salesperson, what does this crystal do? Sometimes they even have signs that'll tell you what this crystal is known for, what it's associated for, okay? Or what does it amplify or magnetize, okay? So beautiful people, ask the necessary questions. If you are willing to use some crystals, keep some in your car, keep it in your home, find out. But if what you've been doing has not been working, baby, it's time to do something else. I'm a crystal queen. I like crystals, so I'm gonna keep working it. Come there. All right. And then we also have 27. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It is important even in eclipse sign and times. Any kind of transformation, we have got to be on our wellness journey. We have to. So that means I just had to drink my water. Drink, hydrate, drink your water. Drink your water, beautiful people. You are a walking plant, believe it or not. You need sunlight and you need water. So at the end of the day, feed yourself the proper nutrients that you need and hydrate your body. Your skin will thank you. Your organs will thank you. Things will be working properly. And when they function, everything is connected and it helps you with your brain. So beautiful people, use your water. Okay, and then flow like water. Okay, and underneath the deck, we have 15. Connect with your womb. Now, for my females, you are out here, connect with your womb, connect with your second chakra. It is the color orange and it represents your sacral chakra. It is your sexuality, your space of creativity, and your emotional stability. It is an important chakra. Connect to your womb. Some of you ladies might be out here or wanting to get pregnant. Check out your womb, connect to your womb, give yourself some love and give your womb some care. Sometimes it's a great thing to go and get, what is it called? I can't think of what the terminology is, but you basically sit on a pot and, oh God, what's the name of it? It's gonna come to me when I get through with this whole thing, but and it helps to clear out the impurities and things like that to help steam. It's a V steam, okay, vag steam, all right, but connect to your womb, okay, your sacral energy, your sacral energy, and understand that this is a part of care, self-care, all right. We got to keep this healthy, beautiful people, keep it healthy, all right. And for my men, also understand that connected to the womb is also of creativity as well for you. Sexual creativity, and again, emotional stability. So it doesn't just mean for females as well. That's for the males too. Embrace your creative energy. Embrace your sexual energy. Just be responsible. Be responsible, because at the end of the day, this womb is very important. It's also help us to procreate, to continue life. So if men are out here, if you hear me when I say this, if you decide that it's not important and you want to keep abusing the womb, you're only messing up your kids, your future, and everything else. Okay, you must, if you are here to help produce and procreate wonderful seeds, you must love and cultivate the womb as well. It's a two-way thing. Yes, people want to put all the pressure on the woman, but at the end of the day, as the male, as the father, the young father or the older father, you also, it's a partnership. Love on the womb as well. We're not here to abuse it. We're here to celebrate it. It is a part of creation. All right. So embrace that. And then again, it's also the basis of creativity. So get to writing, get to being inspired, okay? Whatever the case may be. So get creative, beautiful people. We got that Queen of Wands energy and all of that, and that magician energy. Hell, make magic and then make passionate love with those who you trust and you respect. It's a beautiful thing. All right. All right, so beautiful people, that concludes your reading. And I just want to say that up next, the next reading will be, okay, so we were in Scorpio right now, right? So the next one is the full moon eclipse in Taurus, and that's happening November 8th. And so Taurus is ruled by this, is associated with the second house. And that's all about, oh, money, possessions, our material gains, our material values, things of that magnitude. We'll go into depth about that later on. But beautiful people, make sure that you like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. It's a way of exchanging wonderful energy. I appreciate that. And it helps YouTube know that, hey, this is what I do, and this is my gift, and this is what I need to continuously flow. So beautiful people, go ahead and hit that up. And when you are ready for your own personal in-depth reading, holla at your girl by using my name. It's right here below. And we'll point over here somewhere. It's going to be somewhere. I'm more than likely going to be right here. nadirahlugg@gmail.com. Hit me directly. The website, I tried the website thing. It didn't work. It wasn't, people were like, I tried it. Okay, so that's all right. Just hit up nadirahlugg@gmail.com. The links will be down below, and we'll schedule a reading. All right, so we can talk to your spirit guides and ancestors in partnership, okay? And get the messages that you need. So beautiful people, as always, continue to what? Shine your light. I am a firm believer that if everyone was to shine their light, and I mean brightly shine their light like I had to shine my light, honey, no one will be in darkness, because again, you never know who you may inspire. Somebody is watching you. Somebody is watching you. And just like the domino effect, you will affect change. And this is the time of change. So beautiful people, wherever you are, be unapologetically with your energy and your light. Shine it, beautiful people. That's what we're here. That's what we're here for. You know we got it. That's what we're here for. And so you need to share that. It's a gift. Share it. Everybody doesn't know how to do it, so they need an example. Speak it with truth and clarity, all right? So yeah, that's it. Love you, and I want you to continue to love on yourself and speak that truth. Enjoy this transformation that you're going through. Enjoy this change of air as you go into from the old, of the death, into the rebirth of the new. Write your intentions, beautiful people. Set some intentions. Work your magic. Be a magician. Wait, be a magician like me. I'm here to inspire beautiful people, but create your own magic. Mwah. Till next time, beautiful people, take care and bye.